Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Ooni of Ife is rumored to have vomited lava on Olori Naomi as Olori Naomi quietly put Tadenikawo in her car and drove out of the royal mansion as soon as she found out that Ooni of Ife had entered the royal mansion. This is what we are hearing if the information is correct. That is, if this information is correct, we are hearing that Nami drove out. Usually, her driver would take her, but they said this time she put Tadenikawo in her car and drove out of the royal mansion soon as she found out that the Ooni of Ife entered the royal mansion. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delarama. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the source still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you. Show Adukbeo, my people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. God is going to bless you this week. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have gotten a report that Ooni of Ife was very, very, very angry over the fact that as soon as he as soon as he entered the royal mansion in Lagos, Olori Naomi quietly put Tadenikawo in a car and drove out of the royal mansion. Now, if you have been following the trend of event, sometime before she left for the UK, they said she went and changed the security and everything in the royal mansion and did away with some of the royal staff that were in the royal mansion. But before she did that, they said she went to her apartment in Abuja and also paid the maidens money to go and either return back to the palace and or start up something, and that she will not be needing them there because, of course, she was taking possession of her stuff. She wants to run it the way she would want to run it. And now we heard that she went to the royal mansion and she did same, okay? Now, when Ooni of Ife went to the royal mansion, so the royal mansion happens to be an apartment that she shares, and the Ooni of Ife is always in the royal mansion. Like, apart from the palace of the Ooni of Ife, they say the royal mansion is like another palace that Ooni of Ife feels comfortable to go to, right? And so now the royal mansion, may I remind you that the royal mansion, the papers and everything was given to Tadenikawo, and everything belongs to Tadenikawo. And you and I know that Tadenikawo is still a child now, so anything you give to Tadenikawo, you basically give it to Olori Naomi. So they said the royal mansion was basically given to Tadenikawo and the Olori Naomi. And so when she did that, Ooni of Ife came to the royal mansion. That was sometime before Olori Naomi went to UK. And they said, of course, they know that he is Ooni of Ife. As they were driving in, they allowed him the first gate, the second gate, and everything. It was when Ooni got inside that people started coming, greeting, bowing down as they used to greet now, now the Yoruba greeting stuff. And then when he asked, that was when he found out that Olori Naomi had gone, that Olori Naomi was not even in the country. You know, that basbos that happened the other time. So recently they said that the Gise family elders had spoken to Olori Naomi that they noticed some that there was something they noticed about the Ooni of Ife, that when he is out of the palace, that things are usually very calm and collected. If you know the Ooni of Ife very well, I am telling you this, he is a very, very humble man. He is a very humble man. Seriously, forget all these things. Ooni of Ife is a humble king. And that is why you see he's always in parties talking to people. He will shake hands and they will say, why is he doing this? He is humble. I don't know if you have seen a video where Ooni of Ife was saying that a chief that I think he was the one who made that person a chief. Something happened. They had some kind of disagreement. Ooni of Ife, as the Ooni of Ife went to that chief's house, the chief pursued him like a dog. Did you watch that video? I told you one thing I do not do is to bring people's video into into my channel because of YouTube protocol. I would have brought that video here for you to see. Now, if Ooni of Ife were not to be an easygoing man, he would never have said something like that in public because he is humble, okay? And you and I know that all the kings in Nigeria is only Ooni of Ife that people can talk about. They just say anything, and he doesn't even mind anybody because he is a father. Okay, he knows that a lot of these people are just looking for money. Okay, so meanwhile, let me go to what this is about again. So they say he went there, and Naomi was not there, and he left, and he went back to his suit. Now in Lagos, when Ooni of Ife is in Lagos, he stays in the Lagos State Governor's Lodge. That is where his own lodge is in Lagos. So he went there. Now, they said the Gise family members now found out. They said that they discovered that, like a pattern. Like if Ooni of Ife is inside the palace, he is hot, 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 hot. Then when he comes out of the palace, he's able to really come back to that calm, collected, very playful king that they know him to be, and they feel like that a lot of diviners have said that the pot of confusion is right there inside the palace, and that is why the impact is more when Oni is inside the palace. So they now spoke to Olori Naomi that Olori Naomi has to make provision to let Ooni of Ife come as into the royal mansion like he used to do, so that that he will have clear head there as long as Olori Naomi and Tadenikawo are there. Olori Naomi said, okay, yes, she will, but they should know that is not coming for her. They said Olori Naomi had to take her own things from one big wing to the next big wing and left the other wing for Ooni of Ife. So they said when Ooni of Ife went there this time, immediately Naomi found out that Ooni of Ife had come. They said Naomi carried her things, not her things like her belongings. So they said she just carried her Tadenikawo, put into the car, and she left. And this really, really offended Ooni of Ife. That Ooni of Ife was angry, like really, really angry. That he was so angry. He was mad. Like, okay, Olori Naomi left like that with Tadenikawo because Olori Naomi feels that he does not have the right to see Tadenikawo or what? That since after his birthday, he has not seen his son. And why would Naomi do that? They said he was very angry. But the thing is that right now, I do understand that kind of feeling, like when you are in a place where you're uncomfortable with your spouse or maybe your husband, and where he has already established that you guys are at war and all of that. This is something that any woman would have done. Yeah, it's not like, I know that a lot of you will say, Del, you're always supporting Naomi, even if she does something bad, you're always supporting. No, I am not. I am saying that sometimes maybe you're very upset, you don't want to talk to your husband. I see that you might just decide to stay on your own and be quiet. And in this situation, it's not like that. The quarrel is really heavy, and maybe she just didn't want to be there where Ooni of Ife came, and so she decided to go with Tadenikawo. And they said Ooni did not take this kindly at all, that he was very, very mad. So it's looking as if it was even because of Olori Naomi that Ooni of Ife went there. Because these days, what everybody is saying is that Ooni is talking about Tadenikawo. Meanwhile, it's about Naomi and not Tadenikawo. Because yes, that is what it does look like. I don't know if you think that way. If you think that way, let me see it in the comment section. Because that is what it said. The man was very, very upset that Naomi left. This is what we are hearing. If this information is true, I'm going to bring you more updates. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.